Greetings, Cosmos, and hey, my controller's not working. Okay, that's better. And welcome to New Great Castle Adventure. I'm seeing how quickly I can get to World 2, as it were. I can get to all the worlds from here, which is really quite impressive. I mean, it takes less than half a minute to get from where I start to a given world, so long as I have enough stars. Wait. Also, I'm happy that the levels are all numbered. I could do these in either order, but no, I'm going to I'm going to Dry Pyramid, and thinking about Final Fantasy VII, specifically the materia. Oh, I like this music. So, one feature that Final Fantasy VII had that I feel was criminally underutilized because it was underutilizable was master materia, right? You master all the materia in a given category, except, except command materia, where what you do is instead master a specific subset of them, because command materia are weird. And then you can so basically, you master all the sewing materia, which is a huge task, and brings up one of my issues with materia leveling. So your options are all the summons, all the come on, brain, all the spells, or a collection of commands. Whoops. I want a power. Anyway, you do that thing that I said, and then if you collected the proper big materia, which are all optional, and I think that's very unfortunate, because that means that you can miss them. The game is set up such that it's possible to mess up and not get them. Anyway, you do the thing, and of course the summon... I'm getting off track. Anyway, you do the thing, and you synthesize all these materia into a single super materia. And then you equip it and you get all the things at the maximum level. Like, you equip the Master Magic materia and you get all the spells. Oh my. I like the look of this door when it's locked. That is cool. Now, the problem with this is, of course, well, the problem that I have is that you can't do this in, like, several of the materia that you need to master in order to... At least one materia that you need to master in order to do this is located in the final dungeon. So it's a mechanic that you can't even interact with until the final dungeon. I don't like it when games do that. And that's another problem I have with Final Fantasy VII in general, is there's a ton of cool mechanics that you can't do until you get to the final dungeon, like the counter command. It's something that I felt that Final Fantasy V did really right. Like, as soon as you finish World 1, you have access to pretty much all the mechanics, and then once you get back to World 3, you can get the final class mechanic. The actual spells that you need for classes... The actual spells that you wind up using? Sure, you can pick those up at whatever pace. I don't care, but the actual mechanics behind them, like cast spells of this high a level... Oh my. Anyway, the actual mechanics. You have the potential to get them all. You probably won't get them all, but the fact that you have the potential to get them all by the end of the first world, I feel that's really important to me. Alright, 2 more. Okay, did I simply miss this power? Can I take this out with me? I mean, on the one hand, I want to just take this out with me. On the other hand, oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, I hate when a game locks mechanics away until like the final dungeon. I'm not talking about like 11th hour superpower type stuff, like the come on, brain, like in Curry 64, right? For the true final boss, you get an ability that you can't use anywhere else. But it's an ability that wouldn't make sense to have anywhere else. Whereas in Final Fantasy VII, you get counter command only in the final dungeon when all that's left. Whoa, what the? That was brilliant, and I hate curses. That was brilliant, and I hate it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. Locking away mechanics until the final dungeon or whatever. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, look at Chrono Trigger, right? In Chrono Trigger, you could potentially get all of the text as soon as you come on, brain. As soon as you learn magic at the end of time, right? Heck, some characters can potentially get all their text earlier than that. It's great. What you get throughout the rest of the game that you might not see until the final dungeon is equipment. You know, bigger numbers. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with locking away bigger numbers. So long as there aren't, unique mechanics tied to that. But likewise, you do need to get bigger numbers at a fast enough rate to keep up, which was a problem I had in Final Fantasy IX, I think? Oh no! I do like how these enemies here typically kick an ice block into a question block and then summon another enemy. Right, that caught me off guard the first time, and in a good way. Okay. Ow. Alright, so... Oh no! This is going to ascend, isn't it? That's the thing that I love about platformers. When platformers started to rise, you'll be crushed if you don't hit the switch blocks. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, platformers. Is that they tend to give you all the mechanics within the first, like, world or two. Well, for platformers where the concept of a world applies. Like, Super Mario World gave... Oh no, that was entirely my fault. Super Mario World gave you Yoshis and Fire Flowers in the Yoshi's Island segment, and then when you get to the Donut Plains, you get the leaf, and that's everything you're going to be using for the entire game. Larry's Treacherous Tower. That's everything you're going to use for the entire game. A simple and powerful tool set. And sure, there are Yoshis that behave differently mechanically, but those are mechanics that you already have access to via turtle shells. Alright, that is a cool power-up. Pun not initially intended, but definitely desiring it to be there. I messed up. You know, instead of waiting for that thing to come back, I'm going to leave and come back. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. Platformers tend to introduce all of your abilities early on. And then it's up to you to figure out how to use them. And again, with the Yoshis that behave differently, which again, if you find the right secret path, they're available right after you start World 2. Hiya. But yeah, even then, those mechanics are already available. It's just that those Yoshis make them available all the time. And I think Blue Yoshi was kind of a mistake to include, because just so ridiculously powerful. Or is it Purple Yoshi? Anyway, ramble. Which is why I think that something that The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past did was brilliant. I didn't expect this to lead to a midpoint. Anyway, so A Link to the Past, right? In the final dungeon, just like every other dungeon, there's a big chest, and the final dungeon's big chest is nothing more than come on, brain, than improved armor. You don't get any new movement abilities or anything. You don't get any new mechanics. You just take less damage, and I think that's brilliant. You still get the benefit. Oh my! Oh no! You still get the benefit of finding some new treasure in the final dungeon, but it's not a new mechanic. And I love that. The first time I played it, I was kind of upset because I was specifically looking for the red armor and couldn't find it anywhere in the game. I was trying to find it before the final dungeon so I'd be fully prepped for the final dungeon. Also, I was playing the French version, but I don't think any NPC in the game mentions where it is anyway. I could go in this door, or I could ride this further up. Okay, it doesn't go any further up. Where'd I miss the secret? Ow! Exit at. Oh no, those candles are solid. No! Okay. Yeah. Ah. Okay. I think I found the secret. Oh! There was a very out of position coin there to tell me what was going on. Alright, so. Oh my. What the? Mario's behaving and responding weirdly. Anyway, yeah. Something Zelda Link to the Past. I played the French version of the game. I don't and didn't speak French, so I had no reference point for anything. Like, I could not make any sense of any of it, except by, not intuition, whoops, whoa. Except by figuring out what things meant in context. I'm pretty sure that the Master Sword was named Excalibur in the French version, which was kind of weird. Well, it's kind of weird now, because at the time, like, that was my first ever Zelda game. I had no idea that the Master Sword was a thing. Also, it was the first Zelda game where the Master Sword was a thing. But the game was so well designed that even without, oh no, can I take this with me? I have no power up. I cannot take this with me. Also, those candles are jerks. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. The game was so well designed that even though I couldn't understand a line of dialogue, I was able to make it all the way to the final boss. But I couldn't beat the final boss because I didn't know I was supposed to shoot him with arrows. And honestly, I don't know how they were supposed to communicate that aside from text. Alright, well. Join me next time when I start hunting for World 3. See you then.